After the Jays have the butt-whooping of the century there in Game 1 of the series against the Minnesota Twins at Rogers Center, losing 9-3 last night and getting no offense, and Kikuchi was awful, they go into today. And I said in the last video, I'm like, man, after that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. solo bomb, they get nothing. No hits, no offense the rest of the game, and they tack on. This game, well, it was a complete opposite. And I think they must have seen my video and be like, all right, 3 runs on like 4 hits, and we're going to score 12 runs on 16 hits, and we're going to destroy the Twins 12-3 at Rogers Center, and even up the series at 1 game apiece. The Jays are now 31-21 on the season, and you're probably wondering, where the hell are you? Well, if you guys have not seen the Blue Jays Center post-game shows, first off, go check that out. You're crazy that you haven't. And if you've seen the post-game shows, you'll know the background is familiar. Well, shout out to Rob. This is, I'm at his place right now, and he's being a gem. Let me record this here, and I had to use his backdrop because it's legendary on the Blue Jays Center page. Go check it out. Blue Jays Center on Instagram. Trying to get that following up even higher. Was it now 60, almost 65,000 followers on there, so going strong. But let's talk about this game, because the Blue Jays didn't start out great. You know, top of the first inning, Polanco, it's a 2-run bomb off of Jose Barrios. And just like that, it's 2-0. And just where we were yesterday, a 2-run shot in the first inning, down 2-0. And I thought, man, not again. And Barrios, again, the struggles continue for him. Now he's facing his former team, so the last team you want to see him struggle against. However, the tides turned pretty fast, because in the bottom half of the first inning, after a really nice at-bat from Bo Bichette, he crushes one to left field and into the second deck. And we are within 1. He cuts the deficit in half. It's 2-1 Twins. We go to the bottom half of the second inning, and the Jays just start to rake. Kevin Gausman rips an RBI double. Alejandro Kirk comes in to score. Then George Springer hits an RBI single. Gurriel scores, giving the Jays the lead, 3-2. Then Bo reaches on an error, and then Biggio ends up scoring. The Jays are now up 4-2, and that's after the second inning. They were chasing Dylan Bundy around. He was awful today, and the Jays were just capitalizing on every single mistake he made. We move ahead to the bottom of the third inning with Teoscar Hernandez on base with a leadoff triple. And, you know, you love to see the hustle sometimes. We talk about guys, especially Jays fans of years ago. We know the name Young Hervis Solarte. We know that name very well if you've been a fan, and even through the dark years. Effort was not his strong suit. We all kind of know that, and he didn't last very long as a Blue Jay because of that. Well, Teoscar Hernandez rips the ball to the gap. He's thinking third the entire way, and he slides in safely at third with a leadoff triple. Lots of effort, and he put just an incredible amount of hustle from Teo there. Then comes Alejandro Kirk to the plate. We keep forgetting how incredible this guy is. Gets a ball up in the zone and doesn't miss it. Hits a laser beam shot to left field, and it's gone. A 2-run bomb, and it is now a 6-2 ball game. Well, Jays fans have a little bit of withdrawal when they see 6-2, though, because the last time Jose Barrios had a 6-2 lead, yeah, he squandered it against the Angels. However, after that first inning, Barrios settled in. I believe he gave up a leadoff double in the second inning, then hit a guy to lead off the third inning. But it just seemed like as the game went along, he just got into such a massive groove. And the strikeout numbers, 13 Ks for Jose. It is a career high for Jose Barrios, which is incredible considering the season he's putting together. And here's a career high in Ks. Insane stuff. But we all know the splits between home and road. He's a lot better on home turf. But hey, we'll take it today. He was absolutely stellar. Now, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Jays offense keeps coming. They were just attacking Dylan Bundy and the pitching staff of the Twins today with Bo Bichette on base. Vladdy. Now, we all know Vladdy's been kind of hit or miss this season. No pun intended there. And he gets a fastball, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball in the inner half, off the plate, up in the zone. And he has the wherewithal to pull his hands in and barrel the ball, and not only get good one on it, to drill his ball over the wall and into the bullpen for a 2-run shot. And the Jays expand their lead. It's now an 8-2 game. And the Jays, at this point, right, 8-2, Barrios is buzzing now. The offense has been cruising. You feel pretty good about this outing. Now, again, Barrios starts cruising. He continues to go. In the bottom of the seventh inning, with the bases loaded, all you get really is a sacrifice fly from George Springer. In comes Matt Chapman. However, when you're up by as much as you are, you know, the hitting with runners in scoring position isn't as magnified. Bottom of the eighth inning, the Jays are like, well, we're just going to keep adding on to this, though, because you're bad. And Gurriel is an RBI single. Teo and Santiago come in to score. Bijou hits an RBI single. Matt Chapman comes in to score. And the Jays just keep piling on here. And then the top of the ninth inning, they score one off of Trent Thorne. Contreras hits an RBI ground out. Miranda scores, making it 12-3. I must have missed something. 12-3 in the game. And that's the final. And another day where you don't have to use any high leverage guys. You get a great start from your starting pitcher. Your offense flies. We talked about it in last night's video, right? Every team has a blip in the road. Every team, you can win 9 in a row, 10 in a row, 12 in a row. That's great. But it's what you do after a loss that shows the character of your team. And the Toronto Blue Jays, they had won 8 consecutive games going into last night. They throw up a stinker. They score 3 runs on 4 hits, and they allow 9 and 5 home runs it was by Kikuchi and the Blue Jays pitching staff last night. But they rebound with a 12-3 whopping. And is this a sign of, building another streak? I don't know. But it's beautiful to see the offense struggle yesterday and then get back into the groove and score 12 runs on 16 hits today. It's absolutely remarkable. And what a great job for the boys getting back to 10 games over 500, mark at 31-21. Now let's get to the individual stats and see who did what. Bo Bichette is clearly starting to find himself now. And the reason I say that is not just because he hit a home run. He was 2 for 5, 2 runs scored an RBI. But it's the at-bats. We're seeing him foul off tough pitches, have very long at-bats. That's Bo Bichette. Early in the season, we're seeing a lot of swing and miss. He's chasing a lot and not making contact, not battling in counts. It was really tough to witness. But now, especially in that, or was he hit the home run there? In that bottom half of the first, right? Battling, he was down like 0-2 in the count, battled back to a more favorable count, crushes a 2-run shot, or crushes a solo bomb to get your team back in it. Great job from him. Teoscar Hernandez is red hot. This guy, we all knew that coming off the IL, especially since he was out for so long, he kind of needs to get back into the groove of things, right? Having a spring training is great, playing a couple of games, and then being out for 3 weeks. He kind of just squashed spring training all around. But Teo's found himself now. He had like a 14-game stretch where he was really scuffling, but man, is he hot right now. 3 for 5 today with 2 runs scored, including the triple. Absolutely remarkable for him. Alejandro Kirk. What else can we say about this big man? 2 for 4 in the game, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a home run, and a walk. Got on base 3 of the 5 times that Kirky came to the dish, and he's going to make hard contact. Not even just that he's getting on base and driving in runs. He's going to hit the ball hard, and he does that. And he's not going to strike out. We all know that. And Santiago Espinal just doing his thing. And it's pretty crazy to think that Espinal is just going out there every day, and we're expecting him to get a hit. Sometimes he's even expecting to get multi-hits. And he did that again this afternoon. 2 for 4 in the game with a run scored. He also walked once. So he got on base 3 of the 5 times he came to the plate. And let's keep going down the lineup. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., we talked about in that Angels series where he started to get some big knocks with runners in scoring position. So you're starting to think, okay, he's starting to find himself. And he really has. Today, another great game for him. 3 for 4, the runs scored, and 2 RBIs. And hey, don't look now, but Kevin Gausman, since coming off the IL, has been remarkable. I believe last night was the only night where he hadn't had a hit. In every other game, he's had a hit. And today, 2 for 3 in the game with a run scored, 2 RBIs, and walked twice. And that double, one of his 2 hits, was in a massive spot. You were trailing 2-1 at the time, and you had runners in scoring position, and he drilled an RBI double. That's massive stuff against Dylan Bundy. But is this a sign of things to come for him? Is he just playing against a crappy team? I don't know. But all I got to say is everyone is flying on all cylinders except for Bradley Zimmer. But we all know what's happening there. Offensively, and the camera just moved. I had a feeling that was going to happen at least once in the video, but I got 9 minutes in, so I'll take it. 16 hits total for the Blue Jays. They struck out only 5 times in the game, and they walked 6 times. They walked more than they struck out today. That just tells you how locked in these guys are, and they were really, really good tonight. Now, let's get to the pitching side of things and talk about Jose Barrios, because in a 12-3 game with 12 runs, 16 hits, you're talking about that a lot. And Barrios' start is going to go unnoticed by a lot of people. But after that 2-run shot that he allowed in the first inning, he was locked in. 7 innings, allowed 3 hits total. He allowed 1 hit after the first inning. 3 hits, 2 runs, 13 strikeouts, a career high. Walked 2 guys only. He was absolutely incredible. And we talked about it so many times. What's the key for Jose Barrios? Well, his fastball velocity and location. Is he throwing strikes with it? Is he throwing quality strikes with his fastball? And damn it, he was today. And they were moving. The movement on his fastball today was remarkable. And now it does so many things. when that fastball's working, that sets up his curveball, or one of his like 3 different variations of his curveball. His changeup, which obviously is not his best pitch, but when you're having all these other things working, you fire that thing in there, it's going to throw everyone off. And that's what he was doing today. That's how he got 13 Ks over 7 innings. He was great. Julian Merriweather, I mean, he's put like 3 straight scoreless performances together and a lot of soft contact. Yeah, he went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits and a strikeout. I believe, both hits were not very hard. One was like, it beat the shift and it was like a chopper. The other one was an infield single and he got a K. Over his last 3 outings, he's been okay. We all know that the stuff is there, but it's not all about stuff in the big leagues. It's about locating your stuff. And today, he was much better. Trent Thorne went an inning, allowed the 1 hit. It was obviously, and a run. It was the RBI ground out from Contreras. Got a strikeout and finished off the game. So you didn't have to use Romano, no Simber, none of these high leverage guys you've had to use lately, which is great news because they had been used so much. And you got to find a way to give them some break here and there. All right, Jays fans? So, no. It's moved again for the second time. I'm just going to leave it there. No, you stay. Thank you. All right. The finale of the series, though, goes tomorrow afternoon. It's a 1:37 first pitch at Rogers Center. Smeltzer. Sounds like a drink. Kevin Gausman gets the ball for the Blue Jays in the finale of the 3-game set against the Twins. After yesterday's ball game, it didn't look great about getting a series W because of how sluggish they were. But we didn't know how they were going to rebound. But after winning 12-3 today, it's very doable, especially with one of your aces on the mound in Kevin Gausman going for the Jays, looking for yet another series W and for 2 in a row. All right, Jays fans, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this afternoon, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like? What'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up. Send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, tomorrow afternoon. Smeltzer versus Gausman is the pitching matchup in the finale of the 3-game set at Rogers Center. 1:37 first pitch there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game this afternoon. We'll talk to you guys then.